everybody, today I'm going to talk about my experience at Kentucky Kingdom. Now if you're new here, consider now submarine the bell. So I mentioned my 21st birthday in a few videos. Like the video I just did a day ago where I'm actually changing cameras for my YouTube channel. And I'm actually using it right now. And I just did a video on the 13th talking about what I might or might not do for my 21st birthday or when I turn 21. And I went to Kentucky Kingdom for my Louisville trip and I kind of wanted to talk about it. So yeah, let's get started. When I first heard we were going to Louisville, I completely forgot that Kentucky Kingdom was even there. I mean, I've heard of it before, but it just kind of hasn't crossed my mind in a while. And when I found out that it was where we were staying, I was like, oh, I really want to go to this park. Because honestly, the last few times I've been to a different theme park, like Worlds of Fun, is meh still, even though Zambezi Zinger is there. Six Flags St. Louis, I like, but does have some flaws, even though it's one of the more neglected Six Flags parks. Kentucky Kingdom I was pretty excited about, but I didn't want to keep my expectations too high, because parks like Six Flags St. Louis, I recognize some of its flaws. So, Kentucky Kingdom, I was a little nervous about it, but I was pretty excited because I just really haven't been to a good theme park in a while. We bought the tickets, and it's actually around $50 per person with admission to the water park, too. So you have the theme park and the water park in one admission, which I think that's pretty cool because, as I mentioned a little bit later, the water park is actually really cool. So, yeah, we got down there. The temperature was around 90 degrees. It was hot. So, naturally, we wanted to keep ourselves hydrated with, those fans where, they blow mist out of them and stuff like that. We had some of those laying around. When we arrived, it was not busy at all. It was actually surprising because we actually went on a Friday, and I'm so glad we did because for most of the day, it wasn't that busy. We were maybe gonna go on Saturday when my actual birthday was going on, but they had a concert that we're going to that we know someone who's getting really famous. I won't say her name. I'm so glad we went on Friday because it wasn't busy at all for most of the day. And we arrived there around noon, and it was only a 15-minute drive from kind of Airbnb. I decided to try to ride all of the coasters, and the coasters here are actually pretty good. I feel like it's kind of the thing with quality versus quantity. I feel like it's kind of similar to Sodor City in that way where, yeah, Sodor City's coasters, there's not very many, but there's really good quality. And this is the exact same thing with Kentucky Kingdom. One of the new coasters is actually Lightning Run, which Lightning Run was actually really good. And it was one of the later ones that we went on. I really haven't been on a Hyper GTX, I think that's what it's called. I haven't been on one of those coasters before. It's kind of a new kind of type of coaster that I went on. And yeah, that coaster was really cool. And the thing is with these coasters is that they were really close in how good they were. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. Lightning Run was really cool. It's not the tallest and fastest coaster ever, but it just was fun. And I did hear that the reason why some of those coasters at Kentucky Kingdom are kind of small is because they can't build above a certain height, because I saw a lot of planes going around, flying above us. And I think it's kind of the same thing, but I believe with Knott's Berry Farm, where they can't go above a specific height for the coasters. So another one we rode is Thunder Run. Now, Thunder Run was at the beginning of the day, and in terms of ranking, Thunder Run was probably my least favorite. I mean, it's still a pretty good coaster. It's a little rough. I mean, it's not painful, but it is a little bit noticeable, and I did hear that they did kind of retrack it, so maybe it might have been worse before I rode it. Maybe it was worse a few years ago. It's a pretty good coaster, it's just a little rough for my taste. And then the one that was my favorite is Storm Chaser. Storm Chaser, I think it's one of the only other RMCs I've really ridden besides, I believe American Thunder and Outlaw Run. But the thing with Storm Chaser is that it doesn't have the problem of being rough. It's actually really smooth. Because with Outlaw Run, I constantly complain about how rough it is for an RMC, because RMCs really don't get that rough as they age, but Outlaw Run just has that problem for some reason. But yeah, so Storm Chaser might actually be my favorite. Like, I love the vibe and I love like the tornado theme and stuff like that. That was actually the shortest line we waited for. And all these lines were pretty short. Actually, the one that was a little long was Lightning Run, but it was only like a 20-minute wait max. I just feel like this park has really good coasters, even though there's not very many. So it's kind of hard to rank them, like in terms of least favorite to favorite. Mainly because of Lightning Run and Storm Chaser being so good that they're kind of hard to rank, so. And then we went to the water park. Now, this is the main reason why my mom and my brother wanted to go. Because the water park at Kentucky Kingdom is actually really good. Or up until recently, like, I really haven't been to a water park in years. I think the last time I went was to Whitewater when I went in like 2015. It's been a long time. It's almost been a decade since I've been to a water park. And when I entered the water park, I just knew I was gonna like it. I don't know, it just something about it was huge. I actually think it was bigger than the theme park itself. And yeah, so we did a bunch of stuff on the water park. We did a big slide, kind of like a cone shape. That slide was actually kind of scary because I haven't really done a water slide that big ever in my life. And that actually was the longest line we waited for. We waited around 35 minutes for that one. I've noticed that there's so many more people at the water park than the theme park. Like, the theme park was pretty much empty, and the water park was really crowded towards the end of when we were there. So like the water park was way more crowded. I mean, that makes sense. It was like 95 degrees and the heat index was almost 100. It was nice having a water park there because it just felt so refreshing to get all that water. Because I am terrible about able to hydrate myself. Like, I'm always dehydrated when I go to a park that's really in really hot temperatures. Like, I actually went to the Ozark Empire Fair last year and I threw up in a trash can because it was 105 degrees and I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to go there at that time. But yeah, so it just like the water park was so good, like it just was perfect for what people needed, which was to like cool off. And another one that we went to is Lazy River. And the Lazy River was actually better than the one at Whitewater, in my opinion, because I do remember Whitewater having one, but it felt bigger and it felt way better. And actually, by the time we went to the Lazy River, it was like crowded with people. I think my mom and my brother went there while me and my friend were at the theme park, and they went on it before, and then when me and all the other people that I knew went on the Lazy River, it was packed so much. So like, I think that's the main reason. And then when we were at the water park, we decided to get some snacks, and it's kind of mixed because I got shaved ice, and the shaved ice kind of sucked. And the reason why it sucked is because it was kind of like a snow cone, but the way it was made is it was so crunchy. It was like even crunchier than snow cones normally are. And like, it's not shaved ice in the slightest. And like, I was a little disappointed because like the flavors that are available, you actually serve yourself. There's like a bunch of like squirt bottles and stuff like that you can serve yourself with the flavoring. And I got so much flavoring because like the squirt bottles really didn't push out that much any flavor. So like, I actually had more syrup shaved ice than anyone else because I just really want that flavor. It was $28 for 3 people to get snow cones. It's a little ridiculous. But yeah, so the shaved ice was not very good. But actually, a little bit later we got pizza, and the pizza was actually surprisingly good. Like, and something I liked about it was the cheese. Something about that cheese was really good on that pizza. I really liked it. So the pizza actually was really good, and like we actually took some home because like it was a big pizza. We ordered it. You could actually deliver it from our cabana because we rented one of those. They could actually bring it to you, which I think that's really cool. So yeah, so we got pizza and then we decided to leave. And right when we left, it was starting to rain a little bit, and I don't know if they actually like had everyone leave the pool, but it was starting to rain a little bit, so I think we left at a good time. So overall, I think I really like Kentucky Kingdom, so yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm really excited for the new camera, and I really think it looks good, and I kind of want to talk about Kentucky Kingdom today. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.